Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Wednesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and to our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is July 25th, 2018, and now the News at Noon.
Reported by the Cortez Journal with a photo by Descartes Lab. A new tool for visualizing and tracking wildfires from the sky was launched on Twitter Wednesday by a New Mexico-based startup company in an effort that combines supercomputing capabilities with satellite imagery. Santa Fe-based Descartes Labs began distributing time-lapse video segments taken from satellite imagery of individual wildfires across the country. Hashtags that correspond to the name or location of fires are attached, allowing people to quickly find relevant imagery. The technology taps into satellite images derived from both visible and infrared light to trace the heat signatures of fires through the night and on overcast days when smoke may go undetected. Descartes experts have collected and refined images that taken from a satellite launched in 2016 by NASA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The GOES-6 satellite orbits in unison with the rotation of the Earth above the Western Hemisphere, collecting a huge data trove of imagery of North America by day and night. The project aims to provide a public service with possible safety benefits free of charge, Conkis said. Descartes said it has offered a related wildfire watch system to overseers of the Santa Fe National Forest and is exploring novel ways to detect new fires quickly. The 2,500 square mile forest in northern New Mexico reopened on July 9th after a 5-week closure because of dry conditions and the threat of fire.
Reported in the San Juan Record out of Monticello, Utah, photos courtesy Facebook. Criminal charges have been dropped against an environmental activist from Durango, Colorado, after a hearing in a Utah Court of Appeals. A trial in 7th District Court in Price, Utah, will proceed for similar charges against her husband. Rose Chilcote and Mark Franklin had faced misdemeanor and felony charges after an April 2017 incident at a corral between Bluff and Mexican Hat. A gate on the corral had been closed, possibly cutting access to water for livestock in the area. The actions were discovered by the rancher before any cattle were harmed. Charges were filed after the couple passed the area 2 days later and were confronted by the rancher. The evidence, including statements by Franklin, suggests that he had closed the gate. The charges gained notoriety in part because Chilcote served for many years as an associate director of Great Old Broads for Wilderness. The environmental organization has been opposed to grazing permits on public lands in the area. In November 2017, the pair was bound over for trial. That decision was appealed for both Chilcote and Franklin. In addition, the defense appealed the participation of San Juan County Attorney Kendall Laws as the prosecutor in the two cases. Defense argued that Laws should not participate in the process because of statements he had made about public land issues. In a July hearing, the appeals court upheld 3 of the 4 earlier decisions. However, they questioned whether there was enough evidence of Chilcote's involvement to bind her over for trial. Since the November 2017 decision, a Utah Supreme Court ruling has redefined the definition of accomplice liability, which may have been the basis of the charges against Chilcote. Under the new criteria, the decision to bind over was viewed in a new light. The charges against Chilcote were dropped about 10 days after the appeal hearing. The trial has not yet been held. The original trial was eventually delayed after the defense filed more than 150 motions in the days leading up to the scheduled May 2018 trial date. Chilcote and Franklin hired a flight of attorneys to fight the charges, led by Paul Cassell, a retired federal judge who teaches law at the University of Utah and works for the Utah Attorney General's office. A social media campaign raised more than $75,000 for the legal defense, with the charges cast as a politically motivated prosecution, though a GoFundMe page linked on Chilcote's Facebook page shows $820 raised of their $45,000 defense fund gold on that site, with 12 people supporting it. On the prosecution side, San Juan County has moved ahead with limited assistance in the high-profile case from the Utah Attorney General's office, in part because of the participation of Cassell in the defense. The case was being heard by 7th District Judge Lyle R. Anderson. However, Anderson has since retired from the bench and a new judge will be assigned to the case. In April, the trial location was moved from Monticello to Price after defense attorneys argued that it would be difficult to seat an impartial jury in San Juan County.
Reported by the Cortez Journal with a photo by Jim Mimiaga, 20 search dogs and their handlers from 9 states participated in the inaugural Four Corners Search and Rescue Workshop last week. The free 3-day training event was put on by K9 Search and Rescue based in Dolores. On a 640-acre ranch off County Road S, various scenarios were set up for dog teams to practice searching for missing people. Another training session in downtown Dolores focused on lost person behavior. The free seminar attracted search and rescue organizations from Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, Oklahoma, Idaho, New Mexico, Utah, and California. Certified instructors gave presentations and demonstrations, and the dogs were put through their paces on search disciplines, essential practice for the real thing. Search and rescue volunteers are unpaid professional rescuers, he said, who pay out of their own pocket to get to searches, buy gear, and attend trainings. These search teams practiced area searches and trailing. For more information, visit K9 Search and Rescue's website at mail.k9team.org or their Facebook page.
Authorities responded to a head-on collision Tuesday afternoon on U.S. Highway 160 between Durango and Bayfield, as reported in the Journal. Trooper Jeff Chmielewski, a spokesman for the Colorado State Patrol in Denver, said it appears a Toyota Corolla crossed the center line near mile marker 96 west of the narrow gauge mobile home park and struck a Ford pickup. The call came in about 4:32 p.m., Chmielewski said. The driver of the Toyota and a juvenile passenger were transported by ambulance to a hospital. The driver of the Ford did not require medical transport. The highway was closed and traffic was diverted while authorities responded. The highway reopened around 6 p.m. Chmielewski said the highway would be temporarily closed again around 6:30 p.m. while a tow truck removed the Ford pickup. They did not have more information about the crash late Tuesday night.
According to the Durango Herald, that hot lunch delivered to your door, your health insurer might pick up the tab. The cleaning crew that fixed up your apartment while you recovered from a stroke, the hospital staff helped set that up. Healthcare is shifting in a fundamental way for millions of Americans. Some insurers are paying for rides to fitness centers and checking in with customers to help ward off loneliness. Hospital networks are hiring more workers to visit people at home and learn about their lives, not just their illnesses. The healthcare system is becoming more focused on keeping patients healthy instead of waiting to treat them once they become sick or wind up in the hospital. This isn't a new concept, but it's growing. Insurers are expanding what they pay for to confront rising costs, realizing that a person's health depends mostly on what happens outside a doctor's visit. Some of this shift is driven by how health plans pay doctors and other care providers. For decades, they've reimbursed mainly for each procedure or service performed, which limits the type of help a doctor can provide. But insurers are shifting more to reimbursement that centers on the patient's health. That often involves paying providers to coordinate all the help a patient needs to improve their health and lower healthcare costs. Beyond payment changes, insurers and care providers also are stretching their approach to helping patients, especially those with low incomes or chronic conditions. And now let's take a look at the weather.
Looking at the national weather map, the high risk of excessive rainfall and flash flooding today across parts of central Pennsylvania, with flash flooding possible from much of the Mid-Atlantic into New York as well. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible for portions of the northern and central plains to the upper Midwest. Dangerous heat to continue across the southwest and portions of the west coast. Regionally, a few showers will continue moving through northwest Colorado this morning, as well as portions of central and southwest Colorado. Showers will be localized and light. The high pressure centered over Arizona and covering much of the southwestern U.S. will continue sliding to the west today and Thursday. This will also continue the shift to northwest winds and the gradual drying process. This afternoon, a shortwave trough will pass through Wyoming, and its trailing edge will provide a focus for shower and thunderstorm development over the extreme northern mountains and along at the east end of the continent Continental Divide north of Interstate 70. Thursday should be a drier day as the northwest flow continues to bring in drier air. The hazardous outlook states scattered showers and thunderstorms will develop over the mountains, which will drift over the valleys late in the afternoon and early evening. Expect a slight chance of locally heavy rain showers. The best chance of thunderstorms and heavy rain will be over southwest Colorado and southeast Utah. A slight chance of afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms continues each day, decreasing Thursday through Tuesday. DCTV local 5-day outlook. Today, isolated showers and thunderstorms afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 86. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. The chance of precipitation is 20%. Tonight, isolated showers and thunderstorms before 9 p.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 61. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming northeast after midnight. And the chance of precipitation remains 20% into the evening. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 91. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming north-northwest in the afternoon. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 60. North-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming south-southeast after midnight. Then Friday, again 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms afternoon. Mostly sunny with a high near 88. South-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. Friday night, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight continues with partly cloudy skies and a low around 60. Then Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 90. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 61. Sunday, sunny with a high near 91. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 60. Monday, sunny with a high near 90. Monday night, mostly clear with a low around 59. And now back to the news.
According to the Cortez Journal, Fort Lewis College is partnering with a university in Provo, Utah to offer students a way to earn a doctorate degree in physical therapy. FLC and Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions have signed a partnership that would offer preferred acceptance for FLC students. Each year, up to 3 Fort Lewis students who complete the required courses with at least a 3.5 GPA and who score well on the GRE can matriculate into Rocky Mountain's Doctor of Physical Therapy program. This new partnership, along with new FLC programs like the Pre-Health Certificate, will add to the FLC's health sciences offerings, giving students more options to join the healthcare field. FLC was also recently awarded just over $3 million to begin designing a new health sciences and athletics complex on campus as part of an expansion of Wayland Gymnasium. An FLC alumni, Dr. Michael Skirja, who graduated with a major in biological science in 1967, is a co-founder of Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions. After earning his degree at FLC and serving more than 20 years in the U.S. Navy, Skirja helped begin the accredited private university that has awarded master's and doctorate degrees for 20 years. Rocky Mountain's Doctor of Physical Therapy program lists a 98% graduation rate, with 99% of the graduates going on to pass the National Physical Therapy exam.
From the Herald, photo Brian Melly, AP. Southwest Colorado may escape the arid grip of the La Nina weather pattern, with forecasters saying there's a good chance El Nino and the moisture it brings will return this fall. One of the major dictators of weather in southwest Colorado is surface water temperatures in the eastern central Pacific Ocean that come in cycles known as the El Nino Southern Oscillation climate pattern. When surface water temperatures in the ocean are colder than normal, a La Nina pattern kicks in. La Ninas typically bring above average temperatures and little, if any, precipitation to southwest Colorado. This past year has been a classic La Nina pattern, with little snowpack and virtually no precipitation, resulting in one of the driest years in southwest Colorado's recorded history, thanks to the cool surface water temperatures. Since April, the region has been listed in exceptional drought, the most intense drought category according to the U.S. Drought Monitor. As of Tuesday, the region still holds that listing. However, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Climate Prediction Center released some good news recently. El Nino, which holds the promise for more moisture, could be on its way. The opposite of La Nina and El Nino, which often brings southwest Colorado winters with plentiful snowfall, occurs when surface water temperatures in the Pacific Ocean are warmer than normal, which results in a better chance for precipitation. And so the patterns go back and forth. Michelle Leroux, a climate scientist for NOAA's Climate Prediction Center, said southwest Colorado has been in a neutral weather pattern since the effects of La Nina subsided a few months ago. The latest predictions, however, show there's a 70% chance El Nino will take hold cold this fall. Odds favor the formation of El Nino coming up into the fall and lasting through the winter, Leroux said. But the emphasis is on odds. It's not a guarantee. The Climate Prediction Center bases its forecast of a coming El Nino on a number of variables. The center evaluates conditions daily to determine whether El Nino is building. Conditions typical of an El Nino need to persist for several months before the center can officially declare it an El Nino year.
Reported by the Cortez Journal, First Southwest Community Fund recently created a fixed-rate, low-interest micro-entrepreneur loan for startups and growing businesses in rural Colorado. Eligible loan customers have the opportunity to receive up to 10% of loan requests, and each loan is delivered as a grant to provide businesses financial assistance for technical needs. Technical needs, for example, may include client meetings with accountants to prepare finances or learn basic accounting software, business coaches to help develop business plans and projections, lawyers to address legal questions, and marketing professionals to help with plans and provide resources. Qualifying business activities and expenses include working capital, debt refinancing, equipment and supplies costs, real estate improvement, and hiring and training team members. All applicants must provide 2 years of financial statements or tax returns, and startups must show 2 years of financial projections. The maximum loan available is $50,000. First Southwest Community Fund determines types of technical assistance for customer needs, and applicants must name providers to use and hourly rates. For more information about the loan and application process, call Sherry Weiner, Senior Vice President of Specialized Commercial Lending at 970-946-6160.
From the Journal, photo Jerry McBride. Firefighters have spent plenty of time battling wildfires in southwest Colorado this summer, but in August they'll gather in Mancos for a more cheerful occasion. The Mancos Fire Protection District plans to host the 5th annual Tri-State Firemen's Association Convention, held on August 3rd and 4th. The convention is an annual training session and competition for participating fire departments in Colorado and New Mexico. Mancos Fire Chief Tony Espermonte said he expects almost 300 firefighters and their families to attend this year, making up 14 teams that will compete for prizes at an awards banquet on August 4th. The Firemen's Association currently consists of 18 member fire departments, both volunteer and professional. The Cortez, Dolores, Luis Ariola, Mancos, Rico, and Ute Mountain fire departments are members, and Southwest Colorado has hosted many past conventions. Each of the association's annual conventions are designed to allow member firefighters to spend 2 days honing a specific firefighting skill. Past conventions have focused on high-incline rescues, vehicle extraction, meth lab response, pre-fire planning, and more. This year, in the group's 80th annual convention, Aspromonte said participants will train in quick, accurate hose laying. Firefighters will train each morning and spend each afternoon putting that training to work in hose laying contests at the Mancos Fire Station. Awards will be given out at the end of the weekend to the winning teams. Convention goers will also have a family-friendly comedy night on August 4th, put on by firefighter families. August 5th will begin with a memorial service for first responders who have died in the past year. Although the convention is mostly geared towards firefighters, Aspromonte said the public is invited to watch the competitions, which start at 1 p.m. each day.
And now for the Dolores County Sheriff's Roundup for the week of July 16th through the 22nd. Responded to a vehicle accident on Road 1.7. Assisted the Dove Creek ambulance on an emergency where the patient was locked inside their house. The fire department responded to a single tree fire on Road 8.5 south of Cross Canyon. Investigated a report of 2 camps in a non-camping area. Cows were reported out on Road 6 and P. The owner was contacted. That concludes today's roundup. Stay tuned for continued updates.
Today's High Canyon Country happenings. Thursday night, July 26th, Dove Creek Rocks presents Family Movie Night outside at the football field starting at 8 p.m. As part of a monthly series of free movie nights, the Rock will offer free popcorn and drinks. Bring a blanket or lawn chairs to watch the movie Wonder. Bring the whole family. July 28th, the Western Bells are hosting another summer concert as part of the season of music. It's a potluck dinner and music at 32229 County Road P in Mancos from 7 to 10 p.m. And July 29th, Patrick Dressen and Eric Nordstrom are playing at the Mancos Brewing Company Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. as part of the Mancos Days weekend festivities. Patrick Dressen is the second guest of the Eric and Friends series. As many know, Patrick plays drums with Lawn Chair Kings, but is also a superior acoustic guitar player. He will put away the sticks for this one and play guitar, and mandolin. And also a side note that tonight at around 7:30 outside of Dove Creek, 1 mile west and 2 miles east, there'll be a prescribed practice burn for the volunteer fire department. So if you do see smoke, that may be what's going on. And all of these happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, and original stories and local posts. To share your event or information, contact us, dcbnnews@gmail.com, or call the station 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news and events updates in our area. And of course, please share it with a friend.
For Kendrick Cook with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.